I grew up in a family of law enforcement officers. My father was a police officer that was shot and killed in line of duty. My mother was a police officer and eventually became a chief of police. I did a ride-along when I was about 16, and that was it. Did various units throughout the department, and I ended up being in our training unit. So I was able to obtain a lot of certifications and different things that kind of pushed me into the venture I'm in now. I think in general, people need to understand that police, public safety, their resources are obviously being defunded. They have less of them. It's harder to find people that are willing and wanting to do the job. You have to be able to protect yourself. You have to know, be aware of your surroundings. You have to be able to have what we do is, threat assessment and situationally aware, and then respond if something did happen, whether it be criminally or an accident or something. You should know how to help save yourself or somebody else with basic life-saving skills, which is kind of what we really are pushing to do.
We got to determine what's bleeding. If it's an arm or a leg, what do we use?
Tourniquet!
All right, so it's our arm. Ready? Go!
Let's see the red. Oh my God, how fast is this? How fast?
The bleeding control is my passion. I've seen it in work. I've seen it work to help save people's lives. But ultimately, it starts almost at the situational awareness level. When we go to schools and even churches and things, we'll do trainings on teaching them how to do pre-attack indicators. So that's my goal, is to kind of push that training into like, hey, I'd rather you not even have to ever use a tourniquet on somebody. I'd rather you have stopped it from ever happening.
That's what we know at this hour. At least 17 people have been killed, students and adults. At least 15 injured in the shooter.
Yeah, MSD, it was, at the time, one of the worst school shootings that we had in this country. As the training sergeant, I still responded. I was on scene. I was in the 1200 building. So I knew what we had done to prepare for that, prepare our officers, whether, it was the training, the equipment, and what they needed to do to respond. But I was also the public information officer at the time, which created a whole nother dynamic. Anyone who ever has dealt with national media in something like that probably can understand where I'm coming from. It's overwhelming. It's because it got turned into a little bit of a circus. 80 phone calls a day, setting up press conferences, trying to get messages out, seeing things put out in the media that were not what they, wasn't the truth, speaking to media personnel who were telling me they were going to put something out even if I told them that's not accurate. So it was a very, very stressful time for sure. I think that you just have to be very confident. I think a lot of women don't project themselves in a confident way, because when they do, they're given a stereotype of being maybe aggressive or bitchy, but I think confidence is key. Just know what you're doing, project yourself in a confident manner, and I think that they will be successful in whatever they go forward, and as long as they're confident in themselves. Our website is probably the best way, which is our contact. It's patriotconsultinginc.us, and our phone number is up there, or you can send us a message and it goes directly to me. We're very responsive, and we look forward to serving our community.